back to my channel NCERT Maths with Pradeep. Today we are continuing our chapter number 14 of grade 8, that is factorization. Today's topic is division of algebraic expressions. So let's see how to divide an algebraic expression with another algebraic expression. Under this topic we will study three different divisions. First is division of a monomial by another monomial. Second is division of a polynomial by a monomial, and the third one will be division of a polynomial by another polynomial. Okay, so let's study one by one. First is division of a monomial by another monomial. Monomial means only one term, so we have to divide one expression with another expression, and both expressions are having only one term. So how to divide those expressions? The first thing that you should do is make irreducible factors of each expression, and then we can see which factors can be cancelled in both numerator and denominator. So let's see here, it is 20x4. Okay, so first we will write the factors of 20. So 20 factors will be, if we do here, it is 2, 10, then it is 5. So 2, 2 and 5. So I will write here 2, 2, 5. Minus sign is also there. X raised to power 4 means x 4 times. Right? Over 10. Sorry, we need to find the factors of 10 also. So this will be 2 into 5 multiplied by x square means x into x. So now after this step, when we have already irreducible factors, we will cancel those terms which are present in both numerator and denominator. See, one x will be cancelled, then another x will be cancelled, this 5 can be cancelled, this 2 can be cancelled. So what is left here? It is 2x. So I will write minus 2 into x into x. In denominator everything is cancelled, so we will have only 1. So what is our answer after division? It is minus 2x square. So this is how we will divide a monomial by a monomial. Steps should be, first convert them into their irreducible factors and cancel the common terms in both. Okay, so now let's see division of a polynomial by a monomial. So division of a polynomial by a monomial means we have more than one terms in the numerator, and in denominator we will have only one term. So what to do in this case? This division will be same as we do in our normal fractions. Suppose I have one example, that 3 plus 7 by 3. So what is the meaning of this? That means this 3 is denominator for both terms. That is, 3 should be divided by 3 also, and 7 should be divided by 3 also. Only then we can have 3 plus 7 with common denominator 3. So in the same way here also, what we will do is, whatever denominator we are having, we will write denominator of each term. Mostly students will do mistake here, that whenever we have positive or any negative sign, we cannot cancel this denominator with any one term. This is a common mistake that every student do. Okay, so what is the problem here? You cannot cancel this 2 with 6 and y with y. No, that is 2y and 6y cannot be cancelled and answer will be 3. We cannot cancel denominator with any one term. Okay, because this denominator is a denominator for each term of the numerator. Like this I have explained. So first step that you should do is write this denominator for every term, and only then you can cancel the common factors. Okay, so let's see here. 4y cube over 2y plus 5y square over 2y and 6y over 2y. So after this step, when we have written this denominator as denominator of each term of the numerator, then we can continue with this step, and that is we will make their factors and cancel the common factors. Okay, so let's write it. So 4 means 2 into 2. Okay. And y cube is y into y over 2 into y. Okay. Then 5 is already a prime number, so it cannot be reduced further. So y into y over 2 into y. For this 6, it should be 3 into 2 into y over 2 into y. Okay. So now we can cancel the common factor in each term. So see, 2 and 2 will be cancelled, y and y will be cancelled. Here nothing can be cancelled in numbers, so y and y can be cancelled. This 2 and y can be cancelled. So what is left here? See, 1, 2 is there and 2 times y is there. So it will be 2y square. Okay. Here 5 and y is there, so it will be 5y. In denominator also 2 is there. Right. So in this term it will be only 3. So this is how we will divide a polynomial by a monomial. So the main step is just write the denominator separately for each term in the numerator, and then you can cancel the common factors. Okay. So now let's come to the third topic, that is division of a polynomial by a polynomial. Okay. In this division, what we are going to do is we will factorize both numerator and denominator separately, and then whatever are the like factors that we are going to cancel. For example, see, 44 can be written as 4 into 11. Okay. We have x raised to power 4, x raised to power 3 and x raised to power 2. So what is the minimum power of x? That is 2. So that we can take out as common power. So okay, I can write this as x raised to power 2 here. Okay. So out of 4 powers, 2 we have already taken. So what is left? That is x raised to power 2. Right. So now minus 5. So I will write as it is. Here it is x cube. X cube means x multiplied by itself 3 times. Out of that 2 we have already taken as common factor. So only one power is left. This is 24. X square. X square is already here. So nothing is left inside. Here please note one thing, that if you have any number also common in each of the term, that also you should take outside. Okay. This is same as we did in the factorization topic, that is methods of factorization, in which common factors we take out. So same method we will apply here for both numerator and denominator, and then we will divide them. Okay. So here it is 11 into x minus 8. So after this step, what we are going to do is we should factorize this also. Okay. So we will see which method we can apply. First one was common factors, second one was regrouping, third was identities, and fourth one was splitting the middle term. So common we have already taken. Regrouping is not possible because only 3 terms. Identity, see, this is not a perfect square, so we cannot use any identity. So last method, that is splitting the middle term, we will use here. Okay. And if you remember how to do that, please refer my last video for any doubts. Here it should be product. We should find any two numbers which when multiplied will give me minus 24, and when we add them we should get minus 5. So this is sum, this is product. So we have factors as 2, 2, 2 and 3. Okay. So I want sum to be minus 5 and product to be minus 24. This means product is negative, so one term should be negative. But since sum is also negative, that means bigger term should be negative. So let's see here. If I take this 2 into 2, 4, 4 and 6. So 4 and minus 6, because I want bigger number to be negative. So this will give me minus 2. I don't get minus 5. So let's write this. This 3 we will combine, that is 8 and 3. Okay. So bigger number should be negative, that is minus 8. So minus 8 plus 3 will give me minus 5, and minus 8 into 3 will give me minus 4. So that means we have two numbers minus 8 and 3 which we are going to use by splitting our middle term. So let's write. This is 4 into 11 into x square. First term is always as it is. Middle term is to be split by these terms, that is minus 8x plus 3x minus 24, right, over our denominator, that is 11 into x minus 8. Clear? So now we will regroup them and find the common factors. So 11 into x square. So in the first term it will be x. So this is x minus 8. Here it is 3. So again x minus 8 over 11 into x minus 8. Right? So now what should be our next step? We will combine the terms, that is x minus 8 is 1 and x plus 3 is our second factor. So here it is 11 into x minus 8. So now we can cancel our common factors. See, 11 and 11 will be cancelled. This x will be cancelled because we have x square, and this x minus 8 will also be cancelled. So what is left now? 1 4 is there, 1 x is there, okay, and x plus 3 is also there. So denominator, everything is cancelled. So this is our answer for division of a polynomial by a polynomial. So what we need to do is we should factorize our numerator and denominator separately, or you can do together as I have explained here. So we will refer any of the methods that has been covered under the topic of methods of factorization. After simplification, when you will have the factors of both numerator and denominator, again we will cancel the common factors and whatever left is our final answer. I hope this topic is clear to you, that is how to divide an algebraic expression with another algebraic expression. This is all about this video. See you in my next video with another topic of this chapter. Thank you.